Right, this is going to be a bit of a different video today, and it's a shame I have to make it. If you enjoy the videos I put out, and you enjoy the information and due diligence that I collect, collate and simplify, then I urge you to watch to the end of this video and to help me out as well. Last night I was made aware of a major violation of privacy. Somebody out there is posting my personal information with the schools and colleges that I went to, with a made up fake story with absolutely no proof, and that's just not cool. Now it's weird because I've never done anything to hurt this guy. I've never made videos about him, I've never said anything mean about him or called him out, I've never said anything mean about his favourite company. It's just sad he's targeting me for a bit more YouTube fame. I think it's for reasons like this that many AMC YouTubers stopped making videos in the space. Now I'm not going to leave on you, I'm not going to bail, I'm not going to stop making YouTube videos because I really enjoy collating information and due diligence for you guys. So I'm going to break down all of his videos and address each and every one of his points with genuine factual proof. But before I do that, I need some help from you guys. Now, I'm not trying to incite a bullying or harassment campaign, but I do think a serious breach of privacy needs to be dealt with. So if you could all head over to his YouTube channel, Marantz Rants, and report his YouTube channel and his recent videos unveiling my personal information, schools and colleges for violating privacy laws, that would be much appreciated. It's a shame I even have to make this video because I did message him privately, happy to answer any questions he had about me or my previous situation, but he simply ignored the message. Now in this video, I'm not going to swear at him, I'm not going to be rude, I'm not going to call him names, I'm not going to go back and forth where we unveil each other's personal information and living situations. I just want to present the facts. So the first thing he called me out for is deleting views, which I'm very happy to admit I have indeed deleted views in the past, but there's a very important reason why I did that. So obviously what my channel is for collecting and collating due diligence and simplifying it in an easy to understand way. As part of making videos on YouTube and not giving financial advice, you obviously can't say with 100% guaranteed confidence a specific stock is going to hit a certain price on a certain day. In my videos, I try and remain emotionally detached and just present the facts. I present that due diligence, I present that information, I present those news articles, and I give my thoughts on them. Now, in the past, there have been some instances where social media influencers have been on the wrong side of this not financial advice. You may remember Atlas Trading and those 8 guys that were sued for $100 million by the SEC for calling out specific stocks that they were guaranteeing would hit a specific price and selling way before that price ever occurred. So what I do on a regular basis is review my previous videos for when I've been too emotionally attached to AMC. Sometimes instead of saying this is one potential catalyst that could cause something to happen, I say that this is 100% guaranteed to happen, which isn't fair and it's not right. And that's why I do review and go back in time and delete those videos where I've said incorrectly that something is 100% guaranteed to happen. It's not fair on you guys, it's not fair on me, and it's not really in line with the rules. Now his second accusation is that I've bought subs in the past or that I have fake subscribers, which I think is ironic because I actually have a significantly more dedicated real fan base than he does, proven by facts. So if you look at me, Thomas James Investing, I've got 40,000 subs and I average 10 to 20, maybe 10 to 30,000 views per video. At the very bottom end, that's 1/4 of all of my subscribers regularly tune in to watch every single video that I post. With Marantz, he's got 8.5 thousand subscribers, and if you look at these videos, they get 500 to 1,000 views a video. So that means even on the top end, he's only got 1/8 of his entire subscriber basis actually watching his videos. Again, if you look at comments, he gets around 30 comments a video, maybe 40, which isn't bad. I get 300 to 400, which is 10 times the number of comments he gets. Do I have 10 times his subscriber base? No, actually I just have a more dedicated subscriber base that watches more of my videos and leaves more comments. So it's quite funny and ironic that he suggests I've bought subscribers when actually my subscribers are more dedicated than his. Now that also kind of leads me into my next point, which is what do I do as a full-time job and am I a paid-off influencer? He said that he estimates I earn around $300 per month from YouTube. So let's head over into my analytics. You can see on a monthly basis, I get between 575,000 views and 442,000. sometimes even more, like 637,000. Now, in terms of subscribers, I'm still gaining 800, maybe 600, maybe 400 subscribers per month. You can see back in April and May, I lost some subscribers. I only gained a few subscribers, and that kind of coincides with the lack of views I had at that time as well. Obviously, for whatever reason, my audience wasn't enjoying my content, which is fair enough. Now, you may remember back in the day, I used to be a full-time accountant. Any money I earned on the side from YouTube went directly into buying more AMC shares. Over time, I decided to focus more on AMC so I could bring you more higher quality information. As a result, I quit my old job as an accountant to focus on YouTube full time. So that means the money I earn from YouTube goes towards paying my rent, it pays my food bills, it pays for my car, it pays for everything else that I have. And if I've got any money spare at the end of the month, it goes on more AMC shares. Now, Marantz' estimates of $300 per month for my YouTube is, well, it's way off. I earn more than that, but as I said, this money pays for my rent, it pays for my property, it pays for my car, it pays for my food bills, and any spare money I have on the side goes towards buying more shares. This is now how I make my living. This replaced my income from accounting so I could focus on making videos just for you guys. And as I said, if I have any spare money at the end of the month, if I get any donations or any new subscriptions or anything like that, it goes towards buying more shares. Now let's also address his absolute fantasy, made up baloney story of me working for or working with Apollo. What Marantz has done is he's Googled RSM and Apollo in the same sentence. He's picked the first article he saw and he said that as a result, I must be working for Apollo with no facts and no due diligence. If he actually read this article, he'd see the RSM USA leadership team, which I wasn't anywhere close to a leadership role, nor was I based in the US, met with Apollo. If this article had said that RSM employee Thomas James had been having serious meetings and schemes with Apollo about AMC, then I'd agree it'd look very, very fishy. But actually the article says the RSM USA leadership team from the private equity division met with Apollo. Nowhere anywhere is my name mentioned, nowhere anywhere is audit mentioned, nowhere anywhere is the United Kingdom mentioned either. You can see this article is talking about RSM in the USA, and I've never worked for RSM in the USA. I work in the UK because I live in the UK. It also talks about the senior leadership team or senior leadership members, of which I was never anywhere close to senior leadership. I was an assistant manager. Now you may think, Tom, that sounds quite senior. Maybe you're right up there, right? Well, let me explain the breakdown of roles at RSM. So at the top, you've got the CEO, somebody like Adam Aaron, if you will. Underneath that, you've got the Chief Operating Officer, the Chief Financial Officer, the Chief Audit Officer, Chief Accounting Officer, Chief Technology Officer, Chief Marketing Officer, and everybody else. These two brackets here are the senior leadership team. So just how far underneath that actually was I? So underneath that SLT or senior leadership team, you've got the partners, you've got directors, you've got senior managers, you've got managers, you've got me at my assistant manager role, you've got supervisors, and at the very bottom, you've got assistants. So actually, I only made it 3 rungs off the very bottom of the company, nowhere near to the senior leadership team. This article is also talking about private equity, and as a shock, I never worked in the private equity department. I don't have any private equity training whatsoever, and therefore I can't possibly have ever worked with Apollo. In companies, you have lots of different roles and different divisions. You've got the marketing team, you've got the payroll team, you've got the HR team, you've got the sales team, you've got the audit team, the accounting team, the private equity team, the tax team, and everybody else. So I'm in a different office, in a different country, in a different role, and I have no connection whatsoever to Apollo. This is, all in all, unfortunately, the most brain-dead accusation I've ever heard. I think somebody even 5 years old or younger has more intellect than Marantz rants. I might as well Google Microsoft and Tesla in the same sentence and say, haha, Elon Musk is sleeping with the marketing girl from Microsoft in India. Elon Musk, I've caught you, I know what you're doing. When obviously anyone with a single brain cell would know there is absolutely no evidence of Elon Musk sleeping with the marketing girl from Microsoft in India. Let's make this even more simple and take a completely different example with two made up people. You've got John and you've got Jim. John works for Walmart in Texas. He stacks the meat and veg aisle. He turns up at 6 a.m. every day for his hard, laborious shift, working in Walmart in Texas in the heat. Doesn't travel much, doesn't get out much, just goes to his job. Now, on the other hand, you've got Jim. Jim works at Walmart in New York, thousands of miles away. He works in the marketing team. He works late nights, not early mornings, but Jim's committed a murder. Now, how ridiculous does it sound to say that John and Jim schemed this murder together, thousands of miles away, when they've never met each other? They work in completely different departments and completely different times of the day. They just work for the same company. Now, Marantz did say if I answer each and every one of these questions to my subscribers and to him, he'll happily say I've never taken a penny from the hedge funds and that I've got nothing to worry about. I personally know that I've not got anything to worry about because I know I do delete views when I overstep the line. I know I've never bought fake subscribers. I know that I'm not paid off by the hedgies because I do YouTube as my full-time and my only job. And I know I've never worked for or with or had anything to do with Apollo whatsoever. I was here pretty much at the bottom of RSM UK, and he's talking about something over here with the RSM USA leadership team in private equity in the United States. Brain dead. Usually I wouldn't address a shill making ridiculous comments, but it's just unfair that he's revealing my personal information and the schools and colleges that I went to. And as always, guys, you know I had to slip it in. If you haven't already got those free shares with Moomoo, that free share of Tesla, Google, or those 15 free shares, be sure to sign up to Moomoo using the link in the description below, because you could always buy more shares of AMC, GameStop, or of any other stock. And guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, guys, be sure to ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.